What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Explore USA RV Supercenter in Boerne, Texas, and we are going to take a look at this absolutely beautiful yet relatively short DRV mobile suite unit. These are some of the best built RVs in the industry. They are absolutely gorgeous. They have a ton of really great construction perks, and they really don't skimp out on much on these things. So let's take a closer look at this one. I'll be right back. All right, before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 20,000 pounds. Now keep that in mind. This unit is about as long as some of your shorter fifth wheels, and it is overall, much shorter than some of the huge toy haulers you typically see. Yet it's significantly heavier. To kind of put that in perspective, this thing is actually significantly heavier than the Van Lee Beacon that I'm reviewing, yet it's probably about 6 feet shorter. So, a lot to be said about that. Rides on 17.5-inch H-rated tires, and it has twin 8,400 pound axles. So, very heavy unit. A lot of great things about it. So let's start from the front. This has the Moride rubber pin box, which is very common on DRV units. Let's take a look here under the front storage. One thing DRV also does is put these incredibly heavy baggage doors. This is where you would put a generator if you opt for a generator in this package. Right here is where all your hydraulic and battery systems are. Coming around this way, this is likely going to have a 40-pound propane tank right here, two of them actually. So when it comes to changing out your propane, very easy. Let's open up this huge storage. DRV is known for their massive storage because of the way they design their frame. This is an entirely structural frame, and it doesn't utilize the typical drop frame that you might see on other units. They do it their own way, but it's a very strong way. So up front here, you can see just how massive this pass-through storage is, and that they use a real copper manifold system for water management. Very nice. The only ones in the industry that do this. I believe New Horizon might, but DRV's been doing it for a long time. Very much a full-time rated rig. You can see the steel supports up here because this isn't just supporting the bath deck. This is all structural to the frame, which I'll show you in a second. Plus your LCI controls. Again, massively thick baggage doors that very heavy duty. Right here you have your water connection panel, back of your water heater. This is going to be an extra storage area you could use for like your sewer hose and things. Here's your sewer connection. But check this out. You were looking at a 6-inch boxed frame welded to a 6-inch boxed frame welded to a 3-inch boxed frame welded to a 2-inch boxed frame. So before you get to that bottom 2-inch, which is designed to support the independent suspension that this has, the rest of that equals a 15-inch 3 boxed channel section. Massive frames on these, and that's where a lot of the weight comes from. Plus this also has the high-end Goodyear 17.5-inch H-rated tires. This unit is also equipped with 4-wheel disc brakes, and again, independent suspension. Another thing you can tell right off the bat is when you look at the actual rack and pinion slide mechanism back here, the boxed sections are actually much larger than that of any other brand. Nice, beautiful full body paint as we come around. Behind this panel is going to be your electric cord reel to reel in your 50-amp cord. This is going to be rated to tow, so you would be able to put a vehicle behind this. Just make sure you read your actual stickers and you're within spec for this, but you do have your brake controller as well as your lights and your 2-inch receiver with chain holds. Solid fiberglass back cap, LED lighting up top, nice LED backlight right there, as well as LED lighting back here. What I don't see is anywhere to mount a camera, which is kind of interesting. Really, I don't see it on any of the DRVs. Okay, so on this side, you also have a storage hatch in the back. It's very reminiscent of what you might see in a high-end motor coach where they put storage hatches everywhere. then coming down this way, this is also a rack and pinion slide. This is going to be the back of your refrigerator to winterize it. Let's take a look inside of this DRV Mobile Suite 36 RKSB. All right. So right when we walk up the stairs, you'll see that this is kind of a rear kitchen, mid living room design. Beautiful, beautiful wood tones. If there's one thing that is really nice about any of these DRVs, is that they absolutely know how to decorate and make the interiors look nice. Check this out. And again, this is a relatively compact fifth wheel. So in the back here, you have an actual desk, complete with drawers back here. You have this beautiful Whirlpool dark French door refrigerator. Lots of pantry room, and check out the clock. Plenty of countertop space back here, off to the side of the oven and stove, which lifts up, and this is all solid surface. Huge 50-inch TV. Nice wide view 34-inch fireplace. You have your theater seating here, plus you have a small love seat right here. It's actually a very small love seat. It's kind of like a seat and a half if you've seen those before. Nice valances, nice crown molding, decorative trim, nice lighting above the actual island as well. And you have a ceiling fan over here. Plenty of cabinetry around all of your TV and your entertainment center. So where your controls are going to be. And this unit, even for its length, still has 3 ACs in it. So you have 2 back here. These are all whisper quiet. And then you have a third one in the bedroom. Coming back here, 1-piece shower, pretty much standard. You have a washer and dryer prep inside of the actual bathroom space. You have a little sprayer for the toilet to clean out the toilet. Very nice little vanity area right here. I like how they've trimmed off the top of this as well. Step into the front bedroom. King size bed. Nice little end tables complete with little cabinet doors, which is very nice. You have a little stand here for a CPAP machine. Plenty of cabinetry around the bed, above the bed. And then here's all your wardrobe storage here at the end. Very nice. Again, the woodwork in this is fantastic. TV already mounted. You have a nice jewelry drawer there. You have your return air for your third Whisper Quiet air conditioning system. And then you have plenty of storage up front here. You have a safe that's already in there, plus 2 drawers. This is all trimmed off really nicely, complete with your clothes rod. Lot of room here. One of the reasons for that is this is actually a small slide. It only goes out about 8 inches. So it's a very short extending slide, but it gives you all of this extra room at the end of the bed. Again, the story behind DRV tends to be that they are designed specifically for people to live in full-time. They're designed to be structurally stronger than almost every unit on the road. There's only a few manufacturers that could even really rival the frame that DRV puts on their units. And that's mainly because of that 6-on-6-on-3 kind of boxed frame sections that they weld together. It's really kind of amazing. Plus the upgraded suspension, upgraded brakes, upgraded tires, water manifold system, 3-inch thick sidewalls. So that's a big part of it. These sidewalls right here are 3 inches thick versus traditionally a 2-inch thick sidewall. So there's a lot to be said about the construction techniques that they have. Even if you don't care for the interior, you may not care for the wood tones, you may not care for certain things, they do so many things right that even when these units tend to be, 20 years old, they're still in really, really good shape. They still are, very much capable of being lived in full time. And it's kind of a testament to how they design their units. Are you probably going to find one that's perfect with no issues at all, that nothing's ever happened? No. I mean, they're RVs. They're all assembled by hand. Just with a unit like this, they tend to spec out higher end components, and they tend to focus on things that make it more robust while it's going down the road and better to tow. But There's a lot of reasons to like something like this, even though it is relatively short. It's still 20,000 pound GVWR, and the dry weight on this unit's going to weigh more than the gross vehicle weight of a lot of bigger fifth wheels. This, in my opinion, is dually towable. I would not tow this behind a single rear wheel truck. I know some people do, but not a single rear wheel truck, absolutely not a 3/4 ton truck. If you do have a single rear wheel truck, keep in mind you're going to transfer roughly 4,000 pounds worth of pin weight to the back of your truck, even with a relatively shorter unit like this. The fact is, this is a very heavily built unit in terms of the components and the structure, and you want to be sure you have the truck that's properly spec'd to tow something like this. In my opinion, a 1-ton dually, properly spec'd, should be good. Anyways, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. I'm out here at Explore USA RV Supercenter in Boerne, Texas. They've let me walk through their entire yard. Unfortunately, they don't have the prices posted on any of these units, so I have to go back and check the website. I'm going to imagine something like this is going to have an MSRP of around $150,000, probably a sales price closer to about $120,000, but could be wrong. Anyways, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again.